Lili Reinhart plays two different roles in the newest Netflix film, Look Both Ways, so let's find out if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services just like Netflix. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. On the eve of her college graduation, Natalie's life diverges into two parallel realities, one in which she becomes pregnant and must navigate motherhood in her Texas hometown, the other in which she moves to Los Angeles to pursue her career. So there's two separate storylines going on in Look Both Way. One where she becomes pregnant right after college graduation, has to become a mother, and the other life she goes to Los Angeles to pursue her career in animation. And the film establishes two separate stories very early on in the separate tones with it. The one where she's going to California, she's driving with her best friend, she's really happy, and then the other one where she becomes pregnant, it seems pretty depressing. Her parents are really against this, and just the overall look of that beginning of that story seems really dark. The lighting for it is much dimmer than the lighting for the story when she's going to Los Angeles. But what we have is a story looking at, you have a 5-year plan, and if everything goes according to plan, there may be some hiccups along the way, and you just kind of have to roll with the punches. Whereas other side of the story, if you have a 5-year plan, things may change that plan, and how can your life be affected by that? And what I like is how the two separate stories start off, and they're both in different parts of their lives. But then the stories start to grow, and then we eventually kind of meet each other in the middle. As if you work really hard, you can get to where you want to be in life. And that story is really good in here, seeing how both sides of the story, and her following that 5-year plan, one part of her life, and the other part, her becoming a mother and dealing with her family, and how she is eventually trying to get to where she wants to be, and that is creating animation and creating short films for the South by Southwest Film Festival, and seeing how she's a little bit behind in that other life. But the other life, there's a lot of hiccups along the way too, and it's not what she thought it was going to be. I like how they did establish both parts of the story, and you know which part is which. One part is a little bit brighter than the other, but the tone eventually does change. So the film, as it grows, the story is changing too. And watching Natalie navigate her life and how she's overcoming these challenges in her life, and it goes against her 5-year plan, and then seeing the other part when she's in Los Angeles and how things don't go according to plan. I think Lili Reinhart is great in here. The moments with her being pregnant, I thought added a lot more dramatic take on it, and almost a little more realistic story and a little more relatable. But when she is in California, Natalie is more upbeat, but she's struggling a little bit, trying to find the right career path and work with the right people. I love how they balanced each of the stories. One story doesn't feel like it's taking over the other parallel story. Her time in Texas with her daughter and her parents felt equally as important as her time in Los Angeles trying to become an animator. So each part feels like, as it's building, and it feels very important to who Natalie is and what she wants out of life. And if her life in Texas didn't start out the way that she wanted it to, she still is going to try hard to get to where she wants to be after that graduation night when she became pregnant. There's also some decent performances from Luke Wilson and Andrea Savage as they played Natalie's parents as they become more involved as grandparents. I love how they did help out Natalie and they were there to support her. Big change from where they were in the beginning of the film, and they didn't really approve of it. It seemed like they were giving her a hard time, but how they did end up, I really did like that. So Look Both Ways gave a different look at someone's life, and if you have this 5-year plan, it may not go according to plan, and things along the way may change that. And if you even have a 5-year plan and you feel like you are on track to complete it, there will be some things along the way that will challenge you. And so both sides tell a very important story to Natalie and what she wants out of life, and challenge this character. I like how the story eventually did meet in the journey along the way for both versions of Natalie. So before I give you my score for Look Both Ways, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit the subscribe button and get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Look Both Ways ranks amongst all of the 2022 releases that I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Look Both Ways a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Look Both Ways on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.